Let me tell you about the most dangerous word in personal finance. It's not debt, it's not bankruptcy, it's not recession. The most dangerous word is later. I'll start investing later. I'll figure it out later. I can't afford to think about that right now. Most people say later their whole lives, and then one day, there is no later left. But Linda never said later. And she did it on a salary that most financial gurus would call impossible to retire on. She made $28,000 a year. She worked a hotel front desk in Columbus, Ohio for 31 years. She never got a promotion to management. She never touched crypto. She never started a side hustle. She never inherited money. She never married rich. And when she retired at 62 years old, she had $1.4 million sitting in her account. This is her story. And more importantly, this is your blueprint. Now, before I tell you what Linda did, I want you to really sit with this for a second. $28,000 a year. You know what that works out to? About $2,333 a month. Before taxes. After federal and state taxes in Ohio, she was taking home somewhere around $1,850 to $1,900 a month. Rent, groceries, car payment, utilities, a daughter to raise as a single mom for the first 12 years, medical bills, car repairs, the kind of life that most people describe as just getting by. And I want you to think about the people you've seen on this channel. The guys making six figures who still end up broke at 60. The people with the nice cars, the vacations on Instagram, the restaurant tabs, and nothing in the bank. So how does a hotel front desk worker in Ohio end up with $1.4 million? Here's what Linda didn't do, and this is important. She didn't follow the market obsessively. She didn't listen to CNBC. She didn't have a financial advisor she paid thousands of dollars to. She didn't buy real estate. She didn't flip anything. She didn't sell anything. She did one thing. One boring, invisible thing. Every single payday, without fail, for 31 years. And I'll tell you exactly what it was. But first, I have to tell you about the year she almost stopped. It was 1999. Linda was 33 years old. Her daughter Kayla was 11. And Linda had just found out that the transmission on her 1994 Honda Civic had gone out completely. Repair estimate, $1,800. She didn't have $1,800. What she did have was a 401k through the hotel, the Marriott-affiliated property she'd worked at for 8 years at that point. And inside that 401k, she had quietly, steadily been contributing $80 every 2 weeks, straight from her paycheck, before she ever saw it. She had about $9,200 in that account. Her co-worker, a woman named Deborah who worked the overnight shift, told her, "Linda, just cash it out. You need that money more than some account you can't touch anyway. Life is happening now." And Linda thought about it. She really did. Because $9,200 felt like a lot. It felt like a lifeline. But there was this other thing gnawing at her. She remembered something she'd read in a booklet, one of those boring HR booklets they gave you when you first got hired. It said the hotel matched contributions up to 3% of your salary. She remembered thinking, that's free money. And she'd never once touched the account. She treated it like it didn't exist. If she cashed out, she'd lose 10% in early withdrawal penalties. She'd owe income tax on the whole thing. She'd walk away with maybe $6,200. And she'd lose the years of compounding she'd already built. She also knew something about herself. If she cashed it out, she'd probably never start again. Life would always have an emergency. There would always be a reason to wait. So Linda did something that took more guts than most people give her credit for. She called her brother. She borrowed $1,800 from him, paid it back over 18 months at $100 a month, drove a car with a salvaged transmission for the next 3 years, and she left that $9,200 alone. That decision, that one uncomfortable, unglamorous decision, is the entire reason we're telling this story today. Here's the part that's going to make you feel something. Let's talk about what Linda was actually doing. Every payday, every 2 weeks, $80 was pulled from her check automatically. She never saw it, never thought about it, never had to have willpower or motivation. It was just gone before it hit her bank account. That $80 bi-weekly equaled about $2,080 a year. On a $28,000 salary, that's 7.4% going into her 401k. The hotel matched 3%, adding about $840 a year on top. So in total, roughly $2,920 a year going into that account. From 1991, when she was 25 years old, to 2022, when she turned 62. That's 37 years, not 31. I'll explain the math in a second. She never increased her contributions dramatically. She bumped from $80 to $100 bi-weekly sometime around 2005, when she got a small cost of living raise. That's it. She invested in the default target date fund her 401k offered. She didn't pick stocks. She didn't time the market. She rode through the dot-com crash in 2000. She rode through 2008, when her account lost nearly 40% of its value and a lot of people bailed. She remembers looking at her statement that year and thinking her account had gone from about $180,000 down to $112,000 in 12 months. She told her daughter Kayla, who was in college at the time, "Don't look at it, baby. Just don't look at it." And she didn't pull out. She didn't stop contributing. She kept sending that $100 every 2 weeks into the void, trusting a system she'd started 17 years before. That trust, built on discipline, not knowledge, compounded. By 2015, her account crossed $600,000. By 2019, it crossed $1 million. By the time she retired in late 2022, the market had pulled back, but Linda had $1.4 million from $2,920 a year for 37 years, with average market returns on a boring target date fund. This is the math most people refuse to believe. They think you have to be smart or lucky or born into the right family. Linda wasn't any of those things. She was just consistent. Here's the twist, and pay close attention, because this is the part nobody talks about. Linda didn't feel rich for most of her life. She shopped at Aldi. She bought clothes at Goodwill. She drove used cars. She didn't take lavish vacations. She told me, "I just wanted to make sure Kayla had what she needed and that I wasn't a burden to anyone when I got old." She didn't have a financial advisor. She didn't have a wealth coach. She didn't follow influencers. She had a HR booklet from 1991 and the discipline to never touch what wasn't hers to spend. And here's what I want you to understand about what she did. She didn't invest $1.4 million. She invested a little over $100,000 across those 37 years. The other $1.3 million, that was the market growing her money while she was busy living her life. That is compound interest. That's not magic, that's math. It's slow at first. It feels invisible. It takes a decade before you really see it moving. And that's exactly why most people quit. They quit when the market drops. They quit when they need the money. They quit when it feels like it's not working. They quit because $80 every 2 weeks feels like nothing. Linda didn't quit. And that's the entire story. So here's the question I want to leave you with. Do you have a Linda in your life? A savings or retirement account you set up once and never touched? If you do, leave it alone. Don't touch it. Don't look at it in a bad market. Don't cash it out for an emergency if there is any other option. And if you don't have one yet, open one tomorrow. Not next month. Not when you get your next raise. Tomorrow. Put in whatever you can. $25 a paycheck, $50, $80. Pick a target date fund. Turn on automatic contributions. And then, like Linda said, don't look at it, baby. Just don't look at it. Somewhere right now, there's a version of you 30 years from now. And that version is either grateful or full of regret. Linda chose grateful, one invisible $80 at a time. That future version of you, they're waiting. Don't let them down. Subscribe to Cash Narratives and share this with someone who needs to hear it. New story every week. Let's build something real.